We really want to push this album as hard as we can. We really want to support it. We're proud of it. We feel like this is definitely our strongest record to date. So we plan to spend some time and really commit to doing this record right, touring behind it, just working to get the music heard, get in front of new people. The goals for the coming year, 2014, are to really support this record and get the most out of it. We want to be able to say at the end of the next year that we gave it our all for this record. We didn't hold anything back. So that's the goal for the band, is to really dive in on this and not half-ass it.
There you go. You guys getting pretty?
A couple of dudes hanging out in the bathroom together.
I'm shooting a little documentary.
What's the best place for dudes to hang out?
There you go. Look at that, look at that.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that.
Let's take a little nappy in there. Trying to get ready for tonight. Austin tells me it's going to be a rager.
And we're off. You go? Yeah. You go, car? Maybe? No? No, not you. You? I'm going. I'm going. All right. Thanks, lady. And we're up. Down the street. It took us about 3 years to put out this new record. Within the 3 years, I think the toughest part was just the fact that our music style, even slightly, was kept changing, and we weren't quite sure what sound we wanted to do, even though we've been in this band for such a long time. So we had some songs that we had been playing for the past 3 years. We wrote a long time ago. Stylely is quite a bit different than some of the other stuff on the record, and it was hard to find that middle ground to kind of link the older stuff with the new stuff and the vibe that it was going for. So it was a struggle just to maintain kind of just the cohesive genre that we wanted to do and find the sound we wanted to do. And then it was tough just to decide whether to keep the old stuff that was 3 years old, and then I think it was still strong enough that we wanted to put it on there.
Shake off your sex appeal. Skin tight, you wear it well. Perfected every stare, but you never look at me. You've got such mass appeal. Good bet it suits you well. Blood's red and we can tell you've drank enough for me. Who are you thinking of? My God, I'm hoping I am the one.
I play a lot. I would say like that was the one thing I noticed right off the bat. I guess because it was with the South by tour, is playing a lot of shows rapidly, which I really like. That's my favorite part is playing the live. I don't really like spending so much time in the studio or you know, pining over the details. I like playing out loud. So playing live it's been good because I've been playing I think a lot, especially with the new album.
I think I'm still drunk.
It's a night eat, buddy.
I need a nap. That's an nap. Okay.
No Peppersons, do a little tap-a-roo.
This sounds like an indie rock song now. Yeah. It sounds like a Cowboy Indian Bear. Yeah, I think they can do an awesome cover of this. That's a good bass line.
Yeah, like everything. It's like I feel like they can do one of the best covers of the song, like of any band that we know right now. Yeah, so they can do all the vocals and stuff on that. Oh. Yeah, with all those drums.
We played a lot of new cities that we hadn't been to before on the East Coast. So you're always kind of worried, is anyone going to show up? Is anyone going to be there? Is anyone going to respond? And so that was the most nerve-wracking part, was showing up to new cities, to new venues that we'd never been to before. And I was always slightly stressed out during the day leading up to the show. And then they all turned out great. We had a blast at all of them. So it ended up not being, shouldn't have been something I worried as much about. The hardest part, I don't know. Really, this tour was overwhelmingly a very smooth experience, which is not always the case. We didn't have any van trouble. We had places to stay. We had a lot of fun, friends on the road. That's not always the case, because we've had some rough tours in the past.
Yes, yeah. We handpicked the crowd tonight. Handpicked them, only the best. We only gave out 5 tickets.
It's true. It's an elite crowd.
This is sold out.
Your friends are on the back porch talking about a genocide. I haven't got such a political mind. Inside we're touching lips. I don't care about the politics. All talk, such a waste of a night. If you're looking for a place to go, I hate to sleep alone. Leave your clothes on for me. Give me some mystery. When you tell me you've had enough, you're just another good tool I keep in touch. Your friends are in the basement looking for an empty room. You're gonna find me in a particular mood. I am not known for self-restraint, but my body wants it takes. I want you. Give me something to see. You know I hate the mystery. Will you tell me if you've had enough? You're just another good tool I keep in touch.
For me personally, I don't really have much of a hand in writing the actual lyrics. I write a lot of the melodies with Alex. Like, we'll come up with vocal ideas and melodies, but it's when it comes down to actual lyrical content, that's mainly Alex. So his interpretations of songs and his vibe or emotion behind a song is probably quite a bit different than mine in regards to whenever I think of a song, and the point I'm trying to get across is purely musical base, and what instruments or what notes can we play and groove can we play to get across the meaning that I want to do. So like when we write songs together on like the bass and guitar, I'm looking more of, I want a groove song that's going to make people feel good, or this is a dance groove song, or this is an aggressive song. I want people to kind of get into it and feel energized and like feel the beat strongly. So as for, you know, themes, for me, it's more just people moving their feet. I would say this entire record, in my view, we wanted to make it so people would dance and have a good time.